So we are currently in the thick of Euro 2020 and it has been absolute goals galore throughout the tournament. A 5-3 scoreline between Croatia and Spain. The 3-all penalty shootout thriller between Switzerland and France. Denmark 4-1 over Russia. Spain 5-0 over Slovakia. I could keep listing off games. And of course, who could forget the 0-0 thriller between Scotland and England? Very forgettable. But what would the landscape of Euro 2020 look like if every single goal scorer from the tournament up to date was removed from the game? Well, that is exactly what we're doing today. I have gone through, jotted down every single goal scorer up until the quarterfinals. That is when I'm recording. The quarterfinal games have not been played yet. But I've jotted down all the goal scorers from every single game and kicked them out of Euro 2020. Who is going to dominate? Will an underdog come from nowhere and become the European champion? Well, that is exactly what we're going to find out today. So before we get into the excitement of the simulation and see who stays, who goes, let's go see what the current squads are looking like and who got removed. Also, I should point out that if you scored an own goal, I'm kicking you out as well. You know, spice things up a little bit. Going to kick things off here with Italy. They are losing Immobile, Insigne, Locatelli, Chiesa, and Pessina. Turkey, they had a pretty forgettable tournament, which actually might favor them here, as they are only losing Demiral, who scored the own goal, and Carvetti, who scored their only real goal of the tournament. Wales are losing Moore, Ramsey, Roberts. Switzerland are losing Mbolo, Seferovic, Shaqiri, and Gavranovic. Finland, I apologize in advance, but they are losing Pohjanpalo. Definitely butchered that name, but I do know this one. It is Lucas Hiradecki, who got an own goal to his name. Denmark have really shaken things up throughout this tournament. They are losing a lot of players though. They are suffering from success, as DJ Kalla would say, as they lose Yusuf Poulsen, Damsgaard, Christensen, Mail, Dolberg, and Braithwaite. Also, I know I pronunciated Mail's name wrong because I heard them say it during the broadcast. But yeah, I need to get better at my pronunciations of names that aren't Australian. Belgium are losing Romelu Lukaku, which is massive. Meunier, Thorgan Hazard, and Kevin De Bruyne. Russia are losing Miranchuk, Djuba. England, I would honestly say, are the favourites in this simulation, as they are only losing 2 players in Sterling and Kane. They haven't been able to score and they still find themselves in the quarters, but that's 2 big players from their squad, no doubting. Croatia are losing Ivan Perisic, Vlasic, Luka Modric, Orsic, and Pazalic. Austria are losing Konrad Laimer, Gregoric, Arnautovic, Baumgartner, and Kalajic. North Macedonia, they are losing the absolute GOAT. This hurts my soul, but they are losing Pandev, as well as Alioski. The Netherlands are saying goodbye to Gini Wijnaldum, Weghorst, Dumfries, and Memphis Depay, the new Barcelona man. The Ukraine still kicking it, about to face England in the quarterfinals. They are losing Yarmolenko, Yarmchuk, Zinchenko, and Dovbyk. Scotland, they have the least damage in this experiment because they couldn't score a goal to save their lives. Only the 1 goal in Euro 2020, and they only lose McGregor. The Czech Republic still alive and kicking, but it might be surprising to see they only lose 2 players in Patrick Schick and Holes, he's going. Poland are losing Lenetti, Szczesny, who did score the own goal, which is a big shake-up, and Robert Lewandowski. So I think we can virtually say that Poland is screwed for this experiment. Slovakia are losing Skriniar, Dubravka, and Kuka. Spain have been hit the hardest out of everybody in this experiment, as they lose Alvaro Morata, Emerick Laporte, Sarabia, Ferran Torres, Pedri, Cesar Azpilicueta, and Mikel Oyarzabal. While Sweden only lose Forsberg and Claesson. Hungary lose Fiola, Zali, and Schaefer. Getting into the group of death now, it is Portugal losing Guerrero, Ronaldo, Jota, and Diaz. Also, I say we're just getting into it. Hungary were in the group of the death, but Portugal, one of the big dogs, Guerrero, Ronaldo, Jota, and Ruben Diaz. France are losing Antoine Griezmann, Karim the Dream Benzema, and Paul Pogba. And my boys, Germany, hopefully can get past England in this simulation, losing Mats Hummels, Kai Havertz, Gossens, and Leon Goretzka. So there we go, lads. Those are all the players that have been kicked out of Euro 2020. What I've done is I've replaced them with like whatever position they play. So if they're a striker, I've replaced them with the next highest rated striker in the squad, like in the selection screen. That's what I've done. So I've removed certain players from the selections and selected the next highest rated player. But with all the formalities out of the way and everybody knowing where every team stands, let's get into it and simulate through the entire group stage. So here we go. I've spent what has felt like a year simulating through the group stages. Had to do every single game individually, and I'm controlling every team, as you can see by the stars next to them. But out of Group A, we have Italy, Switzerland, and more than likely Turkey. So Wales, without their players, without their goal scorers, are absolutely nothing. Missing Aaron Ramsey. In Group B, we have Belgium, Russia, and Denmark. Denmark barely scraping through. Finland only getting the 1 point. We have North Macedonia got a draw. Who'd they get a draw against? That's very good from them. But the Netherlands, Austria, and Ukraine. Then we have England. Oh my god! That group! What the hell? Every single team in Group D got 1 draw, 1 loss, and 1 win. Everybody finishes on 4 points. England, Croatia, and Scotland going through on goal diff. Wow. You would hate to be from the Czech Republic, right? Like, you've got to feel bad for them. That is absolutely phenomenal. My word. Okay, moving on. Group E, we have Spain. See, in my predictions video, I said Sweden would come last. They ended up doing very well. They came last in this simulation. So the FIFA gods agree with me. And in Group F, the group of death, we have France, Portugal, Germany, then Hungary. Hungary coming dead last. So here are the matchups for the round of 16. Switzerland take on Russia, Italy, Austria, Netherlands, Scotland, Belgium, Ukraine, Croatia, Poland, France v Denmark, England versus Portugal, and Spain versus Germany. So some massive games there. Very excited to see who can get the results out of these ones. And so far, a little look at who is carrying the goal scoring leaderboards. Hazard got 4 goals to his name. Van de Beek with 4. Ben Yedder. I mean, Van de Beek's a guy that got put into this save via being like one of the next best up. Mbappe, it's crazy Mbappe didn't score a goal during the entire group stages or in the entire tournament that he was in it. Timo Werner is on 2. So a few big names still around and kicking, but then a few random guys as well getting some goals. But anyways, here we are. We are going to go through the round of 16. I want you guys to watch with me. Some Chinese letters on the name there, love modding. But the scoreline between Russia and Switzerland is a 2-1 win there for Russia. Cheryshev getting a brace. That is massive. Italy v Austria. Who is going to get it done here? Of course, a few big names out for Italy in the likes of Insigne and Immobile. But the scoreline is a 3-0 win there for Italy, getting it done comfortably over Austria. Scotland making it into the knockout rounds here. First time in their history, I believe. So, can they go further? Are the Netherlands going to cop the same fortune, the same result that they got in the round of 16 in the actual Euros, and that is elimination? The scoreline is a penalty shootout win there for the Netherlands, cutting it close as Scotland's eliminated and Netherlands go through to the quarters. Belgium v Ukraine, 2 sides still around and kicking at the moment. Could be finalists in the actual Euros because of the fact they're on the other side of the draw. But they face off here. Belgium much weaker. Divock Origi coming in, same with Chadley, ahead of Thorgan Hazard and Lukaku, who got kicked out of the team. But we quick sim here, and it is Belgium getting it done. Mertens and Carrasco scoring. Ukraine are eliminated. Over to the other side of the draw here, Croatia versus Poland. Poland doing much better in this tournament without Szczesny and without Lewandowski. I disrespected them, I guess, in the comments I made earlier, saying they probably wouldn't do anything this tournament, given they had Lewandowski and Szczesny out. But regardless, we quick sim here, and Poland, Glick, scoring in the 99th minute. Poland, maybe they could be the dark horse of these European championships. They take down Croatia 2-1. Oh my god. It's the former world champions and the Cinderella story of the tournament facing off here. Are France going to cop the same fortune they had in real life? I certainly hope so. I want to shake things up here. The scoreline, however, is a 3-1 result. Denmark eliminated, Sisto getting a goal in the 15th minute, Mbappe with a brace, and France are through to the quarter. Will it be coming home as England are facing the reigning Euros champions in Portugal? This is a massive clash here. Let's see, no Cristiano Ronaldo for Portugal, and then no Sterling or Kane for England. It's really a next man up mentality though for England. The scoreline in the round of 16 is a penalty shootout win for England. Slabhead Maguire scoring the winning penalty. I can just imagine him doing the same thing he did at the World Cup, where there was that famous meme where he's talking to the girls, leaning against the fence, just talking nonchalantly like he's blowing up, smoke up his own ass. But Harry Maguire, the winning penalty here against Portugal. It is the final game for the round of 16, however. Another massive game, Spain versus Germany. Obviously, you guys know which side I want to win, but who's going to emerge victorious? It is another penalty shootout. And just like in the real world Euros, Spain progressed to the quarters whilst Germany are eliminated. So the quarterfinals have been drawn, and you would say at the moment, normal service continues to resume. Russia and Poland, the real big dark horses. The Cinderella story still kicking. Besides that though, it's mainly big nations around. Not gonna lie lads, I'm actually really hoping Russia can get a result here and knock out Italy. That would be quite the shake-up, as the first quarterfinal match is underway, and it is a 1-0 win to Italy. Russia have been eliminated. Poland, we're counting on you. I know I talked crap about you earlier. Please get it done for the Cinderella story. Matchup number 2 here in the quarterfinals is one of massive proportions. It is Belgium versus the Netherlands. We quick sim it here, and it is going to be there have been so many penalty shootouts in this simulation, and it is another one here as Jason Denayer misses a match-winning penalty or a tying penalty, and the Netherlands are headed to the semi-finals of Euro 2020 to face, I believe, Italy. We've already seen France eliminated to the hands of a massive underdog in Switzerland in real life, but please Poland, take Switzerland's place. Get the job done, please Poland. Come on, no Lewandowski, but let's see if it's no worries as Poland face France, and it is France headed to the semi-finals of Euro 2020. Will it be coming home, or will Spain continue their red hot form here? The final matchup in the quarterfinals. Danny Ings is in for England. England v Spain. The scoreline is going to be a 2-0 Spain win. Koke, quite the day out for the Spaniard. Gets a goal in the 44th. Gets a second goal in the 55th and gets red carded, a straight red card 2 minutes later. The adrenaline must have been pumping, but he gets Spain into the semi. So 4 teams remain. All 4 nations are giants of European football. Italy v Netherlands, France versus Spain. Who's going to emerge as Euro champion? Semi-final number 1 here as Italy take on the Netherlands. Both sides have been very strong here. Italy have been insane, to be fair, in these Euros, both in real life and in this simulation. But for a spot at the Euros final, it is going to be Italy taking care of business quite easily. A 2-0 win. Italy are headed to the final. Here we go. France v Spain. Ben Yedder and Mbappe have been absolutely killing it, to be fair. You look at that, 6 goals and 5 goals between the pair of them, so 11 goals combined. These blokes have been killing it. Spain all around. The thing with Spain is they got quite lucky that they had so many big players injured. Like, we got rid of Laporte because he scored a goal, and the man that he got replaced with was Sergio Ramos, which is a little bit ridiculous, but I digress. We jump into the semi-final, second semi-final at Wembley Stadium of Euro 2020 between France and Spain. The team joining Italy in the final will be France. It's another penalty shootout. This has been absolutely mental, but France are playing Italy in the Euro 2020 final. There is zero possibility of this happening in real life as France have been eliminated, but now we're about to see which nation is going to be most successful after losing all of their goal scorers in Euro 2020. It is Italy versus France. Ben Yedder and Mbappe absolutely killing it. Let's get right into this clash. Who's going to be world champion? Who's going to be European champion? I feel like I've said that too many times. I did that video with B-Ford Lancer the other day and I kept saying World Cup champion. But who is going to win Euro 2020? The answer is Italy. Dominate. Italy get 3 goals to the good. Belotti with a brace, Nico Barea with a goal, and it is going to be Italy crowned champions of Euro 2020. So fellas, that will conclude what has been a very fun FIFA 21 Euro 2020 mod experiment video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you're new around here, Scorpion, kick that subscribe button down below. And if you have any other suggestions on potential videos I can do on this mod, please leave me a comment down below. Always looking to do more videos around this. Interested to see what we do. It's been Jared HD here. I'm out.